Welcome to Una's Sanity Corner. 10 minutes of 10 minutes with me to help you bring sanity into this crazy time, especially today if you're overwhelmed by the demands of children, homeschooling, um, work as well, and would like to bring some perspective into this. So in the last lockdown, I was talking with a mum on her call, and she was saying, "My son won't get dressed in the morning. This morning, he needed to go to nursery, and he wouldn't get dressed. He was pushing me away. He was running off. He was even hitting me." And I don't know what to do because he has to go to nursery because I have to work. There's no choice there. So I feel really unhappy, she was saying, because I can't please him. I can't make him happy. This situation can't be changed. And I said to her, "Did you know you don't have to please him? It's actually not your job to make him happy." And as I said that, I could see this kind of paradigm shift happening in front of my eyes. It was as if her whole system was being kind of like reorganized because this had been such a fundamental belief for her. And she was also a bit incredulous at the same time. So I went on and I said, "Yes, it is your job, of course, to meet his needs, to love him, to nurture him, and it's not your job to please him all the time." And his needs at that time, and in the morning when he's getting dressed, going to nurseries, maybe just to express that he doesn't want to go. That's fine. He can express that, and you can still nurture him and love him and support him, and you don't need to please him. And you don't need to please anyone. I mean, you may want to care for people and do loving actions for them, but it's not your job to please either. And there's a part of every one of us that wants to please others, and it's a really important part of us who's played an important role in keeping us safe by pleasing others. And I have a really strong pleaser who wants to please others too and keep them happy, and maybe not step out of line or do anything that might be send a little frisson through the room or through the family, or whatever it is. Um, and it's not to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but just to recognize that there is a part of us that wants to please our bosses. And this is what came up later in her mentoring with this lovely client, Anna, that she was on a call with me, and I asked her how she was, and she said actually she confessed she was feeling exhausted because not only was she looking after her son, working through the day, but because the university where she worked had had to rejig everything because of the lockdown situation. They were massively behind, and she was doing all sorts of overtime right into the evening. And I said, "You have to do this, do you need it financially?" And it was all no, no, no. But she said, "But we're really behind, so I feel I should do it." And we realized that we were back in that same situation again, of feeling she needed to please them because she'd always done that, and she was a good worker. She was really reliable, and all sorts of good things. And there was that moment came back again where she realized she could reclaim her power again, and say no to overtime. They were never going to, she was quite funny. She said they were never going to catch up anyway. There was just so much. And if she didn't do it, they still, they weren't going to catch up either way. And so why am I saying all this? Well, the reason is that in this situation where we are at the moment, many of us are running to catch up on the demands of school and work and children, and at the same time we're not getting the supports that we normally do, maybe the classes that we normally get, or the socializing, or the other things that support us in our lives. And so my question to you here today is, who are you pleasing that you maybe don't need to please? Or who in pleasing you're actually sacrificing your own needs and the needs of your children, say the needs of your children to play or, you know, to do other things. I'm thinking in particular of the demands of homeschooling, and teachers are doing an amazing job right now. And it's not an easy situation they're in to support you to continue your child's education at home. And I know that no teacher would want you to be doing worksheets with your child and Zoom calls with your child all day long, especially with the younger ones, right? So I would, I want you to kind of recognize your your ability and your power to make wise choices, and not to feel and to recognize that part of you that wants to please teachers, school, and bosses, and take back your ability, take back your power, and the realization that you have options and that you can say no. You know, I don't mean literally maybe saying no to them, but you can not do certain things if it safeguards the health and sanity of your family. You know, I'm thinking of a mum who's a client at the moment who I was talking with to about this, and she then decided to stop with the worksheets at lunchtime and let the children play in the afternoon. And she had a completely different kind of day with them. They were just so grateful. And you know, children need time to integrate as well. They need their play. It's not just work, work, work. They, in order for their learning to, you know, be profound and substantial, they need to integrate it through play. So that was what I wanted to share with you this week. If you found that the demands of homeschooling have taken their toll on your relationship with your child and you'd like a reset, I recommend my meditation, Reset Your Relationship with Your Child, which you can find on my website, oonaalexander.co.uk/reset. And that will help open up the channels of communication and love between you. You'll feel the difference and you'll see the difference in your child. So much love to you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye.